Well, hello, everybody. Hello, hello. And it is Cinco de Mayo. Thank you for joining us in the Brown household for Cinco de Mayo. We have Nick Brown behind me actually making fresh guacamole. And let me tell you, you don't want to miss it. If you never had the opportunity to have fresh guacamole and you've had it someplace else, let me tell you, you don't want to miss it because he actually puts red onion in it so the flavor is better. He actually gets the avocado. He got some avocado today. He actually actually chops up the onion real fine. Nick, can you wave at us? Take a minute and say hello.
Hola, amigos and amigas.
Hola, hola.
Welcome to Casa de Brown. Happy Cinco de Mayo, everybody.
Yay! So we're going to actually share with you some of the experiences we had when we actually visited Mexico a couple years ago. Now, unfortunately,
We visited who?
we visited Mexico. Mexico a couple of years ago. He's getting my accent right. So I'm going to share our screen so you can actually see some of the things and I can walk you through some of the things that we experienced. So it's Cinco de Mayo by Believe and Succeed Travel Group. And let me tell you, there's one thing that we really enjoy is being able to travel and see the world and experience other cultures as well. Every time we go somewhere, we learn something new. And sometimes, most of the times, I found that I may have preconceived notions about a particular place or a people, and that's not the way it is at all. I'm always surprised when I actually visit a location. This time we were in the Mexican Riviera in Mexico. It's a beautiful location, but they also come from the Mayan culture, and there are no original Mayans left. But they still have a lot of Mayan burial grounds and rituals and that kind of thing. So let me show you what Cinco de Mayo is like. Cinco de Mayo is a time when Mexico actually fought for their freedom. A lot of people say it's the Mexican Independence Day, sort of like the United States, but that's not it at all. With our Independence Day, there was a document signed that allowed us to allowed us to celebrate Independence Day. However, in Mexico, they actually fought for their freedom. They were taken over by another country. They fought for their freedom and they lost. But the great thing is, and why they celebrate, is that they never gave up. They kept fighting, they fought again, and they kept fighting until they won. And so that's one of the reasons why they celebrate. Those are some key differences in some of the things that we do. Now, the Mexicans actually celebrate Cinco de Mayo by doing various dances. You know, every culture has a ritual dance. And so I wanted to give you an opportunity to see this dance because it's from a dance troupe and these little kids are really doing it. Well, I just think that's so incredibly adorable. I think they look good, and the way they flounce in those dresses is beautiful. I think, and so I really love watching it, and just seeing how that culture, how they are just really embracing their culture and sharing their culture with their friends and family. And also teaching the kids. Now, as you can see, Mexico is surrounded by water. The Gulf of Mexico on one side and the Pacific Ocean on the other. You can also see that the Gulf of Mexico also borders the United States. And so now you can see, when you look at this map, you can see why our current president wanted to put that wall up, how he got that idea about a wall to keep people out. But I tell you, I just think Mexico is such a beautiful country and beautiful culture. I hope that we never decide to do that. This is an actual one of the ruins from the Aztec culture. It's a whole burial ground that you could go and see. And one of the things I admire about this particular pyramid is that the leader is buried inside that pyramid. So this is a tomb, and the leader is buried inside there, often with his wife. And so what I thought was really interesting is that there are different pyramids on this actual burial ground. So as you walk around to see the different pyramids, you can kind of see and understand the status that that particular ruler had. There was one smaller pyramid off to the side, like way off to the side. And they said that they found not only the ruler, but his entire family. They found the ruler, the wife, and all the children. So they weren't sure if the family killed themselves or if they were killed, and they built a tomb around them. However, that's the only tomb they found where the entire family was buried together. And so they said generally that would happen during war, when they wanted to kill not only the ruler but also his bloodline. So this was a very interesting tour. I had a great time, and if you ever have an opportunity to go to Mexico, I encourage you to actually visit the Aztec ruins, because it really is an interesting tour. Another interesting thing about Mexico is that they have sinkholes, and what that means is that the ground collapsed into water underneath, and so they swim. They have built, in this one, they built stairs or a little stairway down to where you could actually get in the water and swim. I actually went down to the sinkhole. I did not get in the water. However, I did climb down the sinkhole. I started at the top where you see me now, and all of those strings are actually vines, because that up above is actually ground, partially is ground. So you still have trees and foliage all around. So those are actual vines growing down. And then you go down into like this little cave and walk down into the sinkhole where you can swim. It's a beautiful, beautiful area, very serene. Some sinkholes, or this particular one, is much more popular and crowded, but when you speak with people in the village, they said that they have other sinkholes that they go to, like with their family, that's less crowded. So this is like everybody has a pool. So you don't see too many pools, because they have a natural pool, and they're right by the ocean. So these sinkholes provide comfort from the heat, a lot of fun for the kids. It's just an amazing place. This is agave. And the agave plant is very useful in Mexico. We actually visited a tequila plant that makes their tequila with agave. The significance of that is what we found, and what they told us is that tequila made with agave is much smoother. It doesn't burn going down. Some tequilas, when you take those tequila shots, it actually burns a little bit. They don't believe that tequila should burn. And so the agave root actually keeps that from happening. So we actually purchased some tequila from there. We actually purchased a liqueur and even something you could put in coffee. And it was very, very good. And one of the things we loved about it is it was natural and made from the agave root. This is actually a tequila plantation where they actually grow the agave, harvest it, and make this tequila. When we had a tasting, we tasted several different kinds, the white, brown, just several different varieties. And so I encourage you that if you have an opportunity to visit Mexico, definitely taste the tequila from the agave plant. So, Nick Brown, how are we doing with the guacamole?
We're coming along. I actually, it's so fresh that I got the avocados today, and they really weren't as ripe as I wanted to be. So I got to put in a little extra muddling process in to get it a little bit more smoother. Right now, it's just a little bit chunky, so I'm gonna add a little bit more. Now,
what are some of your sauces? Some of your spices?
Well, you have the avocado, then you put in some Roma tomatoes. I choose to use red onions because it's much more flavorful than white onions. Okay, and then I'm not a big admirer of cilantro, but just a little cilantro in it is fine. Salt and pepper, so I'm using the pepper corns. I'm using Himalaya pink salt, and most guacamoles are made with jalapenos. So I'm allergic to jalapenos, so what I use to give it a little spice is that good old cayenne pepper from down in Louisiana, and then I put a pinch of garlic salt in.
Well, I'm telling you, I was wondering if he was going to use jalapenos because jalapenos makes his lip swell up real big. We found out the hard way, but it looks like he's making it, and I just love it because I love fresh guacamole. Now we're having it with blue chips. Now these blue chips are really good. They're a little more healthy for you. They're made with blue corn, so they're natural. They don't have as much salt. And to me, I think they're a little more sturdy to hold the guacamole when you're snacking. So I can't wait. It's almost time for guacamole.
And margaritas.
And margaritas. Oh, yeah. So today, we're actually sampling the Jose Cuervo golden margarita.
With the
Grand Marnier. And so I pulled out my margarita glasses out of the cabinet. And so after this presentation, we're going to enjoy some fresh guacamole and a couple of margaritas before we retire for the evening. So let me share with you, while he's completing the guacamole, let me share just some information with you. Now, Nick and I are part of Believe and Succeed travel group. And let me tell you, we definitely enjoy travel, and we're pretty sure you would too. But let me just ask you a few questions. First of all, in our travel group, we have an income disclaimer because when you work any business, your success is basically up to you. What you do and how you do your business is going to depend on your success. If you're someone who is very adamant about success, it's going to happen for you. If you're someone that's a pretty laid back person, then you're probably going to have a pretty laid back business. If you're someone that doesn't like doing anything at all, well, guess what? You probably won't do anything in your business. So we always have an income disclosure just because we want everyone to realize that your success or lack thereof is largely on you. Is it time for something new, though? Do you believe that the world as we know it has changed? Do you have a plan for this new world? Do you mind if we explore an option? Right now, we're coming out of COVID-19. If you're like me, you might have lost some friends and family. If you're like me, you might be uncertain about what's going on. If you're like me, you might be working at home and now they're discussing going back into the office and you just don't know how you feel about that. Well, just know that you have options. Do you know anyone that's employed but uncertain about their future? That would be me. Do you know anybody that's working from home? That would be me. Do you know anybody that's employed but making less than before? Now, I don't know anyone in those situations, but I heard about it. Do you know anybody that's unemployed or has lost their income? I have heard about some people who've lost income. They're going to ask them to come back to work once it opens again. But during this time, they haven't had an opportunity to generate income and things are getting really tight. So are you in any of those categories? If so, which one are you in? What if you could replace your income and never have to decide never have someone else decide if your job is essential? What if you could earn additional income to enjoy a better life or replace the income that you lost? Having been someone that works in the government and have been laid off and also downsized, I know how it is to have someone else determine that you're no longer as essential. I was once in meetings where I was trying to decide who I would lay off, and eventually I wasn't invited to those meetings anymore. Guess what? The writing was on the wall. I was the one that was going to be laid off. And so sometimes when you're in those situations, it's so good to have a plan B. See, what if you could work from home and possibly make more from home than you previously did or that you do now? How? Well, it's possible. Start a home-based business. See, this is the best time ever to build a business network. And what we mean is that build a network from the people that you know. Align yourself with a company with a proven track record so that you don't have to figure it all out yourself. You can actually generate thousands of dollars right now, and you can even do it on a part-time basis. See, our founders have a proven track record. They've already helped thousands just like you earn significant income, and they've built successful businesses through 9/11 and even the Great Depression. Oh, the Great Recession, absolutely. They've already paid more than 50,000 $1,000 bonuses, over $610,000 bonuses, over $1 million bonus. Now, come on. And I'm talking about real checks to real money and real people. I mean, is that amazing? See, they've produced more than $201 million earners. And I'm proud to say that my director, my mentor, is one of those $1 million earners. And I plan to be one day in the very, very near future. So they're doing it again because they've actually launched a new business model. And this is the time to do it. You know, Warren Buffett says things you like to do should be a hobby of yours, but things the world does should be your business. See, travel has been the world's largest industry for decades, and it's essential to the world economy. See, many countries' economies are travel and tourism based. Think about it. Mexico, a lot of their economy is based on travel and tourism. You know, some of our friends just went to Belize and not Belize. They just went to Bali. And they said that when they left, the people there said, man, we don't have another group coming for a while. So they had to save whatever they had because they knew that they didn't have anything coming. And then guess what? They were coming back to the COVID pandemic. Now, I'm not sure. I can just imagine that with travel diminishing in the last couple of weeks, I could just imagine the fear and the stress that might be going on in some of those remote areas. See, but now that we're coming out, the demand for travel will explode. it will explode. People are so ready to go. I have so many people reaching out to me and saying, hey, girl, I can't wait when this is over. I'm going to be calling you. I'm ready to go somewhere. See, so many people cancel their vacations and they're about to reschedule them. There's so many weekend getaways that are considered therapy. I know I am. As soon as I could go somewhere, I'm going somewhere. Family vacations are going to be enjoyed, and resort and cruises, they're going to offer lower prices than ever. See, billions are going to be made in the travel industry. Will you be one of those billionaires? See, you can get your share because our travel site allows you to make money 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. In the industry's most successful host agency, which is fully accredited, and they've already generated over $3 billion in travel sales. They've paid out over $250 million to our agents. You get a state-of-the-art website called the Vortex, where you can make money 24 hours a day, 7 days a week with your online travel sales. See, it's free. You give it out for free to your family, coworkers, people that you know. And guess what? They get access to the same hotels, cruises, and car rentals as anybody else. But the biggest difference is they save money 85% of the time, and you earn 60% of what they save. So what that means is if they save $100, our company's going to send you 60. See, our host agency it gives you an opportunity to discover how to make thousands of dollars on group travel. We have clubs, organizations, groups, things that you're a part of anyway, that now you can help them arrange those great getaways. You can even arrange family and class reunions, even become a destination wedding specialist. What would you like? And maybe there's a particular area that you'd like to focus on. See, our experienced staff assists you every step of the way. And guess what? Because you're a part of our agency, you get the opportunity to earn free. That's right, free vacations. See, and you qualify for industry credentials and benefits. We call it the BAM card, because when you show that card, your industry credentials, then guess what? BAM, the doors are open for you. And you get all kinds of discounts if they have them available, and sometimes perks and benefits as well. See, now you're joining the elite. Top member perks and benefits include discounts at thousands of restaurants, wholesale travel pricing on your personal travel, where you save up to 70% on hotels and resorts, cruises and car rentals up to 30%. You get a vacation vault where you actually put your vacation credits, and as they accumulate, you earn free vacations, free, in addition to compensation from customer purchases. So you're going on vacation for free and you're getting paid. See, we already know vacations are necessary. Right now, we have so many people that can't wait to go on vacations. Annual vacations can reduce your heart disease risk by over 30%. Marital satisfaction is linked to travel vacation frequency. And vacations contribute to a higher positive emotional level, less depression, lower blood pressure, even smaller waistlines, lady. Come on now, you know how we love to lose weight when we're going on vacation. See, what about lowering your stress and boost your immune system for up to 10 months? Is that amazing or what? Vacations can even double your chances of getting a raise or a bonus because you come back with a brand new attitude. So we encourage you to never miss another vacation. Take a vow. I will not miss another vacation. I will not miss another vacation. See, the reason why we know that you probably won't miss another vacation, because we're going to give you one. Those people who stay in our family actually earn an annual 7-night vacation reward destination. 100, and you get to choose from over 135 destinations in North America and the Caribbean, 23 in Central and South America, 44 in Europe, 26 in Asia, Africa, and South Pacific. There are no sales, there's no customer or commission requirements. Just join our family, stick with us, and guess what? You actually earn an annual, every year, 7-night vacation reward. And you choose where you want to go. You know, Nick and I have already chosen that our vacation reward, we're going to Hawaii. That's right. We're going to enjoy Hawaii, and we hope that you come with us. Just remain active for 12 consecutive months, and you'll get your vacation reward as well. See, we have over 3,000 worldwide resorts. Would you like to go to Orlando, Rio de Janeiro, even Las Vegas? Well, if so, you want to definitely get started with our company and go as a reward as opposed to paying your whole way. That's right. Now you and your family can go on us. That's our reward, our gift to you for sticking with the family. Now, I know you're saying, some people may be saying, I can't think about vacation right now. I need to make some money. Well, guess what? You get to make big time money, even with limited travel bookings. And as long as you share this opportunity with others, you don't have to worry about explaining it on your own. We have people to help you with that. See, we want you to earn while you learn. You actually receive $30 on each initial sale that you do, and $142.84 in deferred compensation. That just means we hold it until it accumulates to $1,000. Then we send you a check for $1,000. How many of those $1,000 bonuses do you want to make? See, there's a $10 monthly residual, and your training completed after 3 sales actually gives you that total compensation. So you want to get your training as well. So that's $90 initial, $428.52 deferred. That's over $500. Now, this is just after 3 sales. We're going to teach you how to make these 3 sales. And as what we mean by earn while you learn, you make those 3 sales, you get $90. You get $428.52 deferred. And you get that $30 monthly residual. Plus, you're promoted to team builder, which means even more money coming into your pocket. See, now you are the trainer. Once you become a team builder, you help someone else get 3. And when they are getting 30, you're actually getting $20 on every training sale made within your team. But remember, these aren't personal sales, so you got to help somebody else win. Plus, you're still getting that $142.84 deferred in your bank account, in your deferred account for each individual sale. But again, I said every time it reaches 1,000, it's paid out. So you can track how far you are from that $1,000 bonus. Want $1,000 next week? Look into your back office and they'll tell you exactly what you need to do. So how fast can you make money? As fast as you want to. We suggest you begin with 1 person. That's right, 1. And help complete their training by making 3 sales. Show them how to make 3 sales. Then help those 3 make 3 sales. Train those 9 people by making 3 sales each, and do the same with the 27. And remember, you're helping each new person complete their training, and they're making money while you're making money as well. Talk about making money, 121 total team builder group sales is going to actually give you that $20 override per sale, 17 $1,000 bonuses, a bonus of 100 active members, which is a $10,000 bonus. So your total compensation for just helping people get 3 sales would be $29,420. Now, some people are doing that in 1 month. Some people might be taking 2 or 3 months to do it. No matter what, you still get paid $29,000 a month. There are some people who barely make $30,000 a month, $30,000 a year for their in their job. And now we're showing you how you can generate $29,000 at your leisure. You decide how and when you want to do it, and get with the person who invited you on this call tonight, and I know that they'll help you. So what if you took 12 months to do this part-time? Would it be worth it to have an additional $29,000 at your disposal? I think so. I mean, because when you work a part-time job, how many of us have $29,000 at the end of the year? Well, if that's not you, well, that's why this is worth it. We are actually going to challenge you. We've got a 100-day challenge for a limited time. Earn a $10,000 bonus in your first 100 days. Just 1 team builder group sale every single day. Then you actually earn an additional $25,000 bonus. That's over $50,000 in total compensation. Is that amazing or what? See, we have the best recognition and reward program ever. So we've talked about the compensation and the money that you can make, but we know that everybody is not money driven. Some people like toys. And so if you like toys and recognition, check this out. When you become a level 1 director, you actually get that coveted director blazer, but you get a $2 monthly residual plus $1,000. Now that $2 monthly residual is per person, not just $2 per person in your organization. So that means that you're earning about $1,500 to $2,500 per month. Now, level 2 director, you actually get a Dodge, your choice of driving a Dodge Charger or Dodge Challenger, and now you generate $2,000 to $4,000 per month. As a level 3 director, you're driving the Mercedes or BMW or Jag, is your choice, but now you're generating right at about $3,000 to $7,000 per month. Is that okay? Now, as you keep going, level 4 director, you're wearing a presidential Rolex watch, or maybe you've chosen a dream vacation, but you're actually generating about $6,000 to $12,000 per month. See, your monthly residual is going to be based on your team size, so it's up to you what that check looks like. Level 5 director, you get your choice of a Lamborghini or a Ferrari, 2 or 4-door Bentley, either one. And guess what? At that level, you're generating $10,000 to $20,000 per month. Level 6 director, a $1 million cash bonus, a $1 million cash bonus, and you're generating $18,000 to $35,000 per month. Come on now, do you hear me now? Level 7 director, look at this house. You get your choice of your vacation home or a yacht or maybe even a motor coach. Either one, $1 million property. At this point, you're generating $30,000 to $50,000 per month. You and your family are living in style. Level 8 director, $150,000 plus $100,000 guaranteed for the next 10 years. Do you realize that $100,000 guaranteed for 10 years would mean $1 million every 10 years? Plus you're getting $150,000 per month. So at $150,000 per month times 10 months, that's $1.5 million every single year. Come on now, just think about it. And when you think about it, when you think about the possibilities, the compensation plan, when you think about the possibilities of being able to travel, when you think about the possibilities of all the things that can happen, you want to make the decision to get started now. Don't get started later. Make that decision now. You want to purchase the travel owner package, which is our top package. It's $499 one time and $99.95 per month. I know you're saying, wait a minute, $499. Well, let's think about this is a business. And so to have a business, generally, it's going to cost you much more than $500 to get started. When you think about if you're going to do a traditional business, by the time you get your real estate space and pay that, by the time you get your inventory, by the time you get your insurance, by the time you get your phone, water, all of that stuff, it's going to be well more than $500. We're showing you how you can have a travel business in your home, make as much as you want for only $500. See, there's a limited time stimulus offer, no monthly fee for 90 days if you get started now. See, that's our stimulus. Let us show you how to get started in business so you can make money and you don't need that stimulus package. There's no monthly fee for 90 days. That's enough time for you to ramp up and get started and begin building your business. See, the months still count towards your annual vacation reward, so you're not sacrificing anything by actually these first 90 days. When you start building your network by becoming a Surge Business Associate, you begin to experience trainers that have vested interest in your success. We get industry-leading technology and the highest immediate income potential in the industry, business building, expense tracking apps, virtual training from our company founders. We give you everything you need to build your business network for just $20 per month. Come on, where can you get a business? And with all of these different amenities, see, we want you to succeed. We want to set you up to win. That's why we give you the training. That's why we give you the back office and all of the things that you need. See, Surge 365 could really be your plan to a totally different life. You can add certainty to your future, develop additional income, pay off some bills, take some trips, help your parents, replace your income you recently lost if you were laid off. And guess what? You determine how much you get paid. You set your salary. So if that's what you want, then that's what you definitely get with Surge 365. Now, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I did all the right things. I went to school. I got my degree. And as I mentioned earlier, there was a time when I was working at an establishment and they said, hey, because I do finances and budget, they say, hey, Ann, we need you to do some numbers and let us know what those numbers look like. So I did the numbers and stuff, and they said, hey, Ann, it looks like we're going to have to lay some people off. So I started going to those meetings, and I was just like, oh my gosh, and we couldn't tell anybody. I was looking at my staff. One young lady was pregnant. Another guy had just had a baby. There was somebody else that was taking care of their elderly mother, and I was like, what are they going to do? Well, ladies and gentlemen, eventually I was no longer invited to those meetings. We did our first round of layoffs, but for the second round of layoffs, I wasn't invited. My boss started doing the reports and the numbers, and I knew then that the writing was on the wall. And so it was just a matter of time before they pulled me into that office and they said, your services are no longer needed. Do you know how bad that felt? Do you know how it felt to have given such time and energy to an organization and they make the decision that you're no longer needed? It eats at your core. It makes you feel like maybe I'm not worth it. Maybe I'm not what I thought I was. Maybe I'm not as valuable as I thought I was. It kind of eats at your psyche. But guess what? Luckily, my husband had gone to a meeting very similar to this, and he brought home a home-based business. And I said, you know what? At the time, I wasn't interested. I don't need one of those things. I was very skeptical. I was very negative. I was like, I don't want to do one of those things. I don't want to be talking to any of my friends. I even told him, don't you call any of my friends and tell them about your little business. Well, guess what? I started calling my friends. And on our first, we got together and we did a cruise. And on our first cruise, we actually made a check for over $700. We were absolutely amazed. I was amazed. And so all of those friends of mine who have those MBAs and they are managers, they were like, oh my goodness, you're doing one of those things? Absolutely I am, because there will be a day when each of us might potentially be laid off, especially now after coronavirus. But guess what? I know that I have a plan B. And at any time, if I need $1,000, I know exactly what I need to do to get it. If I need $5,000, if I need $10,000, I know exactly what I need to do to get it. Plus, I have mentors that will help me every step of the way. And I have friendships and a family here that can never, ever, ever be replaced. So if you're looking for more than just money, if you're looking for a family, if you're looking for a place to fit in, if you're looking for a place to have some fun and actually create a different life and lifestyle for you and your family, this is it. Make sure you get back with the person who shared this with you. And we are Nick and Ann Brown, all the way from Accokeek, Maryland. We want to say happy Cinco de Mayo. Hey, are we ready? I get fresh guacamole. Look at this. This looks so good. Let me. Mmm. Oh, the lime juice. It's so good. It's so good. So you guys make sure that you get some fresh guacamole as well and enjoy Cinco de Mayo. Thank you for joining us on our little trip to Mexico. Have a good day and God bless. Bye-bye.